What the hell? What the
A little
hell?
bit.
What the hell? August. What the hell in freaking August happened? Oh man.
But let's be fair. August zoomed by. Like this month was insane. I can't believe. Well, it's still up for debates, but my son's going back to school like right now. His March break is finally over.
His March break.
It's for real though. Like I have a friend that's a school bus driver who called me the other day. I'm like, so how's work going? He's like, March break's almost over.
Holy crap, dude. Let me tell you. Yeah, August, it's so July has 31 days and August has 31 days. Those are the 2 months back to back out of the whole year that has back to back 31 days. And it did zoom by like nobody's business.
For real though.
Like, what the hell is going on here? Oh man. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy today's video. Let us know in the comment section or wherever you're watching this. If you could leave us a comment, let us know what it is. We do read it. We want to see if you guys are liking this. What the hell? This is our second. I don't know if it's the second episode, but it's episode
second month, continuous month that we've done it. It's going to be a monthly segment. If you guys like it, it will continue to be a monthly segment. If you guys don't like it, it will continue to be a monthly segment. Because what the hell?
What the hell? So the new world's record for the fastest internet. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I haven't read this article. Okay.
You don't have to.
What was the previous record? Does it say?
No. I don't even think it matters whatever the previous record was. Because when you hear this, you are going to shit yourself. I don't know what the previous record was. I don't think it even matters.
All right.
It was 178 terabytes a second.
Damn. 160?
178.
178. 178 terabytes.
Now, let me put that in perspective so people could understand what it is. I think the statistics are 1 out of 3 households has Netflix. So think about this. For those of people, and then if you don't have Netflix, I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. I'm pretty sure you know how big of a library is. But to put this in perspective, 178 terabytes, you could download the entire Netflix library in less than a second. That's how crazy this is.
But okay, that's not retail though. Like that's not residential. That's just because they can, right?
No, this is them testing limits, testing what. Like I don't know what needs to change. Like the internet, the internet's very interesting. People think the internet just comes from thin air or satellite. You know,
and those people are called Elon Musk.
Yeah. If people don't know, there is a YouTube channel called Vox, and what they do is they did a video of like we visited the internet, and they have these like big warehouses where they have all these cables coming in and out, and there's these big tubes that travel like in the ocean from point A to point B, and that's how the internet travels. You know, it is a physical thing that really does travel. And a lot of this stuff, there's sends signal hardwired up to from like let's just say from the United States to like Japan. There's like a hardwire. Everybody is connected somehow. I have no idea how they got these speeds. 178 terabytes. Like what? I have a feeling.
How do you even test that? You'd have to find some pretty big files to test that, wouldn't you?
You would have to. Well, if Netflix has that amount of stuff, I don't know. You would have to have a lot of data to do it. Now, the people who did this was it was by a team, a University College London engineers, the University College of London, UCL, Electronic and Electrical Engineering. They're the ones that were able to do this test. I don't know how they were able to to say let's. I don't know.
Do you know what the average internet speed in the United States is? The average
100,
32 megabytes
32.
a second.
Wow.
And they're ranked 15th in the world. The first is Taiwan with 85.
Wow.
To go from that to 178 terabytes a second,
It's insane.
We're just going to be teleporting things through the internet, not data.
Yeah. The way speeds are going, I wouldn't be surprised if it would be, they're just transporting things now.
It's going to go right to a 3D printer and you're going to print whatever you wanted. You want to buy something from Amazon, it's going to go right to your 3D printer and it's going to print it out for you.
Yeah. I'm totally shocked of how I don't know. This thing is saying the current infrastructure uses a limited spectrum bandwidth of 4.5 terahertz, with 9 terahertz commercial bandwidth systems entering the market, whereas the researched use a bandwidth of 16.8 terahertz. I don't even think anybody has even said that word within our community. Terahertz.
I've never heard of terahertz. We've been teraherting for faster internet, I'll tell you that.
Amen. I think that's the first time I've ever said the word terahertz.
Yeah, I've never said terahertz before either.
I think it's always gigahertz that we're talking about, but flipping terahertz?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Don't worry. 10 years, we'll get to pentahertz.
What is going on here?
And then I can say I said pentahertz before.
Yeah, pentahertz. Then you're like, oh yeah, remember back in 2020? I remember I said pentahertz. It was coming.
Speaking about 2020, apparently there's another big anniversary this year.
Yeah.
Windows 95. Windows 95 turns 25 years old. If you're still using Windows 95, it's time to upgrade your life. But
who the hell would be using Windows 20? Windows.
Whatever. But Windows 95, I think, was a big turning point in operating systems. What did we have before Windows 95? Was it Windows 3.1 or something like that? That's what it was called.
I don't remember. I used before 95, I remember I was still on DOS.
It was a lot of DOS-based stuff. Yeah, for real. It was a lot of DOS-based stuff. It's crazy because I remember using Windows 95 and it was a big thing. The marketing and the advertisements everywhere, having it look user-friendly with a start bar. It looked completely different from DOS. It was legit revolutionary of its time.
Windows 95 for sure, I would say was I don't know. If I would have to rank some of the best operating systems out there, I would have Windows 95 as the best, number one. I don't remember it having too many bugs. I don't remember having too many issues. It was just you logged in and you were able to get in stuff. I didn't have a bad experience. As soon as we went from Windows 95 to Windows XP was like, okay, you saw the bugs in XP.
Well, yeah, they started pushing out a lot of things because we had Windows XP, we had Windows 2000, we had Windows Me. But so if anybody remembers Jay Leno actually did the launch of Windows 95 with Bill Gates.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, I don't remember watching it because I was hella young. It was a 32-bit operating system. And yeah, I mean, to me, that's what I started working on, Windows 95. I wasn't too big on the whole DOS thing. I mean, I learned QBasic growing up, and that's pretty much as close as I got to DOS.
I was DOS. I was hella DOS. I was using that so much, and when it
Nope.
got to so I had one of my, so I know we had a story about when I bought my first computer.
Yeah.
And I had the Compaq Presario. I had the Windows 95. That wasn't my first computer though. I actually had back in I want to say it was like 89, maybe 90. The school was giving away computers, and they had the floppy disks. You had the turn on to turn on the computer. It had a switch. It looked like actually it wasn't a switch. It was like a lever.
Yeah.
And it clicked. It was like, bah, it clicked. And then when it clicked, you almost heard like the spark inside the the machine, like.
That's crazy.
And that's I was on floppy disk. I was on DOS. I was using all that stuff, all those games, Prince of Persia, the Oregon Trails. I used to use all those games back then. And then 95 came out, and that's when I got that computer. Ever since then, I like Windows 7, I would say was the closest thing to 95. Windows 7 was pretty good. I really did like Windows 7. When they forced Windows 10 on everybody.
Yeah.
I hated Windows 10 when it first came out. I'm like, dude, why are we going backwards? Why is there so many issues? And then when I built this new computer, I've noticed that Windows 10 had a grip ton of updates from conception. So now I'm okay with Windows 10.
One last thing about Windows 95. Here's a fun fact. Back when it launched, they hired two now famous big celebrities to do a walkthrough guide of Windows 95. It was, what was her name? Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry did a walkthrough guide for Windows 95. I mean, their credentials are so tech savvy. You got to have them do a walkthrough guide.
You have to. You have to. Oh,
maybe they just trying to say Windows is your friend.
Windows is your friend. Have you seen those commercials? Like do a research later. I've been on some weird, and I think, you know what? I accidentally ran into some channel that they did. This is a fax machine. You could fax things from here and there. It's like back from the 80s, like super like dated. And there was a Windows 95 commercial that they were, it wasn't even a commercial. It was more like, it was just some two nerdy people to the, like, they like, dude, oh my gosh. When you see the TV show Family Matters and you see Steve Urkel and people think Steve Urkel is the definition of nerd. Hell no. The way these two make Steve Urkel look like freaking Hollywood, Just for Men, beach body, like hunk of a, like hunk man, you know what I mean? Like, no, these two guys, it was a guy and a girl that were like, okay, nerds. Like they had the pins, the pocket protectors, the pencils, they had the buck teeth. I know I'm probably like
I think you're offending. I think you're offending my inner nerd right now. Okay,
probably. But this was it was like I'm a nerd. I think a lot of us are nerds in our own respective ways. But these guys were like they were talking about Windows 95, and I remember watching this a few weeks ago too. So it's cool that you bring this article, and I'm just like, I was like, dude, and the lady that was the reporter, it was like, this is so revolutionary. It has a start button, and you can click on this, and you have your programs and your settings. It's like, dude, am I listening to an 80s porno over here? What is this? It's like, tell me more, please.
Oh man. I guess before we get too deep into everything, I wanted to do to shout out a couple numbers. So the podcast Beyond the Streams has hit over 1,000 listens or 1,000 downloads. That's awesome. The YouTube channel has hit over, I think we're over 300 subscribers probably by the time you guys are listening to this right now. Because I think right now we're sitting at 290. So we're right on the corner from 300 subscribers, which is awesome. 250 or 275 hours of watch time. You guys are loving the content that we're putting out. Not a lot of you guys are watching it, but the guys who have found the podcast and are listening to it have given us some amazing feedback. And just to add to that, some of the feedback that we got was they want longer episodes. So, what the hell, August? Longer episodes for the podcast. September, here we come.
I don't know why you guys want to listen to us longer. It's
for real, right?
Yeah.
For real. So I guess getting into that, I've been busy trying to get the podcast on every single platform you can think of. And Audible just released a new tier for their podcasts that they have on there. Right. So Audible launches a cheaper subscription plan, and it gives you access to their podcasts and stuff like that. It's like 7 something.
I want to ask a quick question. And I know someone's either going to be cracking up in the background, because I was thinking about it too. I'm just, wait a minute. How did you say it again? What was this platform called?
Audible?
I think it's Audible.
It's Audible. Man, whatever.
Audible.
You know, I know a football player. You know, you throw an Audible, whatever.
Throw an Audible. I'm like, Audible? I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh, Audible. I'm like, wait, someone's going to listen to this.
Look, I can remember this one. You know how I can remember the name of this one? Because it's like edible, but it's Audible.
There you go.
There, I got this.
Think about food.
So Audible has a oh my god,
that's gonna be the joke now. Audible.
I'm just gonna call it Edible. So Edible launches a cheaper subscription plan for their podcast. I think starts at 79. Wow, $7.95. So when I looked into this, because I actually got an email about this, because Beyond the Streams is on, TuneIn and everything else, and Amazon is connected with all that stuff too. So when I got an email and I tried to add Beyond the Streams to Audible, it gave me an error message, because I know you're laughing at me. Whatever, I'm not going to look. So they want, and they're the only podcast platform that has given me this error message. They want every single file to be a specific file. So right now, some of our audio files are MP3s, some of them are MP4s, some of them are ACCs, some of them, you know what I mean? They're a little bit different, but none of the other platforms care. They're like, as long as it's audio, we're good. It's funny that Edible here is is being picky. So if you're not an MP3, if you even have one of your podcasts as part of your RSS feeds when you're working on podcasts that is not an MP3, they reject all of your podcasts. So if I want to get, this is where the what the hell moment comes in. If we want to get the Beyond the Streams on Edible here, then we have to go back and change every single file format that's not an MP3 to an MP3 and then re-upload it. So I'm just going to say that's a what the hell for me, because what the hell?
Does that mean we have to delete every single one that we had before?
Not everyone, because some of them are MP3s.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The ones that are MP4s or not, or if they're not MP3, we got to delete it and re-upload it.
Yeah.
Does that mean when we upload it, we have to upload it and it's going to come out like a brand new episode? Or is it going to take place like if it came out back then?
I kind of just said, what the hell, threw my hands up and walked away. So I'm not sure if I can just kind of swap the file out or if I have to re-release it. So I'll look into that once I catch up with September here. And then I'll go back and I'll fix August. I will say, since I've switched over and I started using Adobe Premiere, everything's MP3s. Everything's the same file format. So going ahead, we're all good. I just have to fix July. Or
what the hell, Edible?
Edible.
Audible. What the hell, Amazon? You guys are. Hey, here's a bonus. What the hell moment. I got a message saying that I sold out Amazon.
What?
What the hell?
You got a message. You sold out Amazon. What are you talking about?
So this has happened to me several times, but I woke up to a thing on my Amazon affiliate thing, and I'm reading this notification. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I get an email. I did a video. So as you know, I do a lot of videos on my whatchamacallit, Amazon best deals of the month, or the best
Yeah.
tech of the month, or coolest
Yeah.
tech of the month, whatever it is, you know. So I do all this stuff, right? And I constantly have Amazon links. I like Amazon. A lot of people like Amazon. It's really easy. And if you
Convenient
don't
as
like
hell.
Amazon, you go to Amazon, find it, and then search in all the Alibaba, GearBest, Banggood, whatever the hell is out there. So Amazon is a worldwide platform though, and you could pretty much get it within 2 days shipping, easy, free, you know? So I've had multiple times where people said, "Hey, I clicked on this link and it's sold out. I clicked on this link and it's gone. Hey, this link says unavailable." I did a video yesterday. If you don't know what it was, and so I did a video just recently, guys. Anybody who's listening or watching, the video came out on August. Actually, it wasn't yesterday. The video came out on August 23rd. It's called "The Best Camera for Personal Vlogging and YouTube," the Canon M50 EOS. This camera, let me tell you, you don't have to spend. There's some people that spend thousands of dollars on a camera,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "Oh, here's a good camera, it's 4K, blah blah blah." And I'm just like, dude, same. I can get 4K, and the cool thing is I could take this lens off, put an adapter, and now I could put, like, these are like what are they?
EOS.
EOS lenses. I could use the MF lenses. I have an adapter to do uh like I could literally switch any kind of lens I want with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to if you check out that video, I'm trying to put this thing back on before I get dust in it. So and like check this out. I have an adapter. I tell everybody you could spend less than $1,000, get a camera like this, and then get giant lenses like this. Or if you want to go the other route, the I'm too tech savvy for you route, and spend over $1,000 just for the camera, and then spend several $1,000s on all those lenses, or you could just do it under $1,000 for all of it. I dropped a link. I did a video, and I said, "Here you go." I get a comment saying, "Rohas, it's not available again." I go to my Amazon thing, and I see it unavailable. I'm like, "How is this sold out?" I'm like, I know this whole pandemic thing and COVID and all that crap. Everybody's just going crazy, hiking up prices and stuff. I get a message from I get a message from Amazon, legit, dude. I get a message, and I saw it this morning, and it said they want to give me custom links. Typically what I do is I go to Amazon, and they have this text thing. You click it and it gives you the short link, and then you just drop
That's what
it.
I do.
Yeah. A lot of us do that. And they said, we want to build a custom page because you have got to a point. What they do is, I guess, I just found this out, and I'm just like, whoa, what the hell is that? What the hell? If you hit a certain conversion rate, what they do is they give you a dedicated page where if something gets sold out, you know how there's multiple sellers?
Yeah.
What they'll do is they'll give you links. So if something sells out, it automatically swaps it to the next cheapest store. Yeah, seller. And I will never have to worry about dropping a link and something sells unless everybody sells.
Everybody sells out. So when you start to sell out all of Amazon,
what the hell? I'm like, wait a minute. And I know we've talked about this before, and it's just like, well, Amazon not really making much, and traffic's kind of a little harder because it just depends what people want, people don't want. And I think once you start getting that consistency and people start like, oh, like, okay, I know Rojas is gonna drop on the first of the month some of the deals for the month to check out, so I'm gonna check it out, you know. And I usually try to drop fire sticks and fire cubes because people are always looking out for that, and they're doing sales galore when it comes to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially with us being in the streaming community too, right? Those are like hot sales.
Yeah, hot sales. Yeah, for sure. So I got that notification, and what was interesting was the camera was listed on there, and I was like, okay, that's how I was looking at the video, and I was like, what the hell? And there's a couple other things too that were on there that was sold out from some of my links. And I'm like, okay, I guess I should probably use this and start flipping things around.
You know, I got a what the hell notification today too. Yeah? I'm legit going to read you this notification. All right.
Do it.
We've detected that one of your services is using a lot of disk storage that's outside of our AUP permits. Please remember, we don't allow cold storage. This includes download storage, which is what appears to be the case with this folder. Please transfer the files and folders to another solution within 72 hours. That's my file hosting company for all the apps for FileLinked. What the hell?
So it's coming down, huh?
Yeah. So, well, I mean, if I can move everything in the next 72 hours, then FileLink is fine. But it's just like, how many times are these guys going to shut me down? This is like the 5th company that shut me down. And people will be like, FileLink's easy. It doesn't cost you anything. You can use free links. No, I've exhausted free links. I've exhausted Dropbox. I've exhausted Mediafire. I've exhausted like everything you can think of. I've used seed boxes. I've used FTPs. Like everyone's just like, no, we're shutting you down. But this last company was the longest running one for a while, because for a while, like I remember the first 4 days that I used Mediafire, they shut me down and said I used a terabyte of data in 4 days. I was like, you crazy. And then the funny thing is, I forgot about Mediafire. And then a year went by because I only used it for 4 days. And they charged me for another year. And I was like, excuse me, hold on.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Calm down.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm going to be busy because, as everyone knows, I have close to 400 apps in FileLinked. And it's going to take me a while to find a new host and then get everything moved. But I have 72 hours, so it can't take me a while. But you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to be super busy. I am stepping away for a few days this week too. So that should be fun. I got a new laptop, so I'll be taking that with me and probably working on FileLinked while I'm away. So yay, vacation. Oh, man. Speaking of takedowns, YouTube. Did you see that article?
YouTube took down more videos than ever last quarter as it relied more on non-human moderators. What the hell does that even mean?
That means their AI. Their AI is going nuts.
So wait a minute.
Their algorithm. You know when you upload something and it can automatically be flagged as soon as it's uploaded? Yeah. That's what it is.
So their AI is being stupid, in other words. Okay. They're literally, what is it? Okay, so I know with you sometimes you have issues when you upload it and you get the yellow instantly. And then I know we also submit a request for a human. I don't think there's a human reviewing this. There's no way, because there's so many people on YouTube and you're telling me a human is actually like looking at your video. I don't think that's true either.
It's impossible because the article states that in the last quarter, 11.4 million videos between April to June were taken down. It's impossible that humans are reviewing 11.4 million videos. You know how many people it would take to watch 11.4 million YouTube videos?
Let's break the math on this. You know what? This is what. So for you guys, coming soon, very soon, we interviewed a good buddy of mine, Surgeflex, is going to be coming soon, very, very soon. Him and me, when we start talking about math numbers, this is where I would love to have him to talk about math, because we would be able to chop this one up pretty damn quick. So I'm going to make an attempt. I'm going to make an attempt on the fly. Normally it takes me some time to do this, but
I just calculated something. I'll spit it out real quick.
So, okay, hold on. Before you give us the numbers, we're talking about the month of April, the month of May, and the month of June. 3 months. For April there was 30 days, June there was 30 days, that's 60. May there's 31 days, that's 91 days. So within 91 days, and this is saying they're working on weekends and any kind of holidays that's out there. So within 91 days, 11.4 million videos. Go for it. What did you find out?
Through this. So if it's 5 minutes, so that's 57,000. Sorry, 57 million is how many.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Start over.
Yeah, let's do this over again. 11.
Hold on. Try this. Try this real quick.
Yeah.
You have a calculator up?
Yeah.
Okay, so try this real quick. So there's 91 days. 91 days, and there's 11.4 million videos. So just divide that. That should give you how many videos or how many videos per day?
125,274.
125,274. Okay, so let's just say 125,000.
Okay.
125,000. Let's just break this down to simple, just as simple as possible. If there's 125,000 videos that they would have to watch this per day, and let's just say they're just watching a minute of it. They're just like, hey, you have 1 minute to skim through this video. 1 minute to skim through this video on an 8-hour shift. How many employees would you need within 8 hours to accomplish that?
125 minutes, and this is for
125,000 videos. What divided by 8? Divide that by 8. That should tell you how many employees.
15,659. That's like
so. So let's just round that up, just for fuck's sakes. 16,000 employees. You would need 16,000 employees to watch 1 minute just skimming through your stuff for 8 hours every single day, Sunday through Saturday, no holidays, to tackle this thing. 16,000 employees to do this. There's no flipping way. There's no way. There's no.
So if you ever wonder why some of the creators that you've been watching have just vanished and you don't see their videos anymore, there's 2 reasons. 1, AI is out to kill us. And 2, YouTube has probably unsubscribed you from your favorite creators. So go double check that, please.
Skynet's taken over. Called YouTube.
Man,
Called YouTube.
They said that from the previous period last year, it was 9 million videos. I mean, it looks like if you just compare 11.4 to 9, you don't realize how big of an increase that is. When you actually add those zeros to it, you're like, okay, that's a lot.
9 million to 11.4 million. And see, I know they added, so YouTube added this new protocol where you could I guess go through a little checklist. It's like it goes through the community guidelines. Does your video show explicit stuff? Does your video say explicit stuff? Does your video demonstrate explicit stuff? It's like there's a couple guidelines. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but there's a couple things that they say that you should do, not do. If you want to go into that rabbit hole, just search what are YouTube's community guidelines, and they will give you those categories. So us as content creators, we get those categories as soon as it's uploaded. We hit next. It says, do you want to add ad screens or little clips? Hit next. Normally I just hit next up until I get to that point, and I'll just do my end screen and everything afterwards. Mm-hmm. When I get to that little questionnaire, if you check any of those boxes, then it asks you, what is it that you were doing? A lot of us are like, no, we're not doing that.
Shit.
We're not doing none of that. So we just go to the bottom. It says none of the above. For me, I don't know what it says for you, Next Level, but for the Rohas reviews, streaming box now, I'm not there yet. For the World of Rohas, it says based on your previous questionnaire answers, you are a trusted YouTuber. Continue the great work, and thank you for keeping the community going.
None of that bullshit.
So I get that little description at the top before I even go through the list. And then I hit the stuff at the bottom. I hit next. I've talked to a few other YouTubers, not in the streaming community, that it says based on your answers, there is a chance that you could possibly be reviewed. Some people don't even get anything at the top.
I don't get anything.
You just choose no, and it's still yellow, and then you still got to submit it.
And it's crazy because I mean, last month I put out 2 videos on the same topic. Both were TV Zion. Pretty close to similar tags and titles. Even the thumbnail was the same. Well, I added a couple more things because I talked about, you know, the debrid services and stuff like that. The first one they monetized, and the second one were like, no. And I'm like, what the hell did I do different? I didn't show any content. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you monetize one and not the other? I don't get it. And even when we had the interview with Dimmy, he was like, they couldn't even give him an answer because they demonetized his whole channel, right?
Yep. And that's the thing. I know there's that fine print, and probably some whoever's listening to us, and if they get to this far of the video, YouTubers, especially if you're starting a YouTuber, it's if you're starting a YouTuber, if you're starting a YouTube, it's very it's defeating. It's really defeating when you're trying to figure out what you're doing wrong so you don't do it again. But when you sign the terms and conditions, there is in the fine print where it says on their discretion. They don't have to tell you anything. And you know what? You could follow. let's just say your YouTube channel is about oh man, I don't even know. Let's just say it's like trying out different soda brands. You're just like, hey, I'm going to try different sodas, and what do I think? And let's just say you have a video on all of it. Let's just say you become such a big of a YouTube channel that these companies are inviting you to come to their warehouse, and let's just say that you turn this into like a talk show or whatever, and you're making money, you know, with commercials on real TV, not just YouTube TV. They could literally, and look at every single one of these channels that talk about cars, talk about food, cooking, talk about what YouTube could do this. They could just say, hey, you know what? Goodbye.
Yep.
Because they feel like it. Yeah.
The only way you have full discretion is if you start your own video service.
Yeah. Now, I think what YouTube also is doing is they're trying to be very strategic about this. The reason why they have 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 views, you're gonna get the hour 4,000 of 4,000 hours of watch time. I can't even talk right now.
Listen, we had a crazy work schedule yesterday. We're still trying to like recover from it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's oh my gosh. The 4,000 hours of watch time is not an easy thing to do. It is not. I'm very consistent with my Streaming Box Now channel. I am very lucky that I have the Rohas review channel that has a lot of subscribers. Mm-hmm. Not everybody jumped onto the Streaming Box Now. Some people did. So I have that to my advantage that people will go over there and will check it out. What's interesting is the people that view my videos, it says 30% subscribed, 70% not subscribed. So I'm like, okay, people who are not subscribed are finding me, and I'm getting brand new subscribers, which is cool.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm already thinking of where am I going to take this channel next? Like, do I really want to do streaming boxes every single video? I am giving a lot of details, so I don't know where I'm going with it. But with the hours, you have to get people's attention, and you have to get people to watch it.
You have to keep it.
You have to keep that. And it's not just one person.
No. It's
like, think about that. 4,000 hours. How many minutes is that? It's like 600 and some?
Man.
600 some thousand minutes? 620,000 minutes?
240,000.
240,000?
Yeah. 4,000 times 60, right?
4,000 hours.
Times 60.
60 minutes in an hour. That's 240,000?
Yeah. 6 times 4, 240.
Yeah. I was way off. I was thinking 6.
Yeah, like I said, we're still recovering.
Yeah, so 240,000 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a long time. Like, just think about how many movies is that that you have to watch.
It's good. But keep in mind, guys, we're not trying to discourage anybody who's trying to be a YouTuber or trying to make money off YouTube. We're just expressing some of the issues that you will face when you try to get your passion out there on YouTube. We're not discouraging anybody. Like I say, a lot of us come on here because we're passionate. We put out the content, and there is more ways than ever to monetize yourself and make a living off of YouTube without ad revenue. You know, there's things like merchandise, there's the YouTube membership, there's Patreon, there's affiliate links like we talked about earlier through Amazon, GearBest, Banggood, all that kind of good stuff. So don't ever lose hope. There's a million ways to skin a YouTube.
But still, the thing that article that you found about YouTube, just they need to fix. So I don't know if you remember this next, but remember when they turned on that yellow icon? Everybody's videos went yellow. It was like an instant thing. They called it like the YouTube apocalypse or something.
Adpocalypse.
Adpocalypse. It was like we're talking about like Sniper Wolf. We're talking about PewDiePie. The Paul, whatever his name is, Paul Logan. We're talking about some of the biggest YouTubers out there that were just like crying about it, complaining about it, saying, what the hell is going on with this freaking apocalypse? Everybody's things got taken down. I think PewDiePie, I don't know how many times he quit YouTube. He's like, I quit. He probably could have quit and just retired and just lived the rest of his life happy with all the money he's made.
Hell yeah. Hells yeah.
You know, but dude, it's I don't know. I think it's sad that how, and I get it. YouTube has to protect their assets, literally asses.
Yeah, they do that.
They will get sued left and right if they see a video that they're just like, wait a minute, this infringes my copyrights. This infringes this and that. That's why when we get strikes and say, hey, this was from this strike, they're requesting for you to take it down. And then
YouTube will say, don't talk to us, talk to them.
Yeah, don't talk to us, talk to them. If you want your video back, talk to them. We're taking it down, period. And I've done it a couple of times where I've submitted stuff and they won't say nothing, and then YouTube reinstates it. Once they reinstate it, I take it down. I'm like, cool. I'm back up. I'm deleting it. I'm good. The company forgot to reply back or whatever, or ignored it, or maybe it was a fake company, or it was just a pissed off YouTuber, which happens also. And now, yeah, I'm not gonna go through that one. Look at his face. So yeah, it's there's a lot of things in there. You know what? YouTube could be fun. Just, you know, you're gonna get strikes. So stuff's gonna happen. It always happens. Just have fun with it. You know. Yeah, just have fun with it. But I'm trying to think of. Well, let's save the stuff for episode 2 of What the Hell. Episode 2 of What the Hell. Episode 2. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So last month we recorded as one sit down session, and because of, you know, how we wanted to schedule things, we had split it into 3. And we got the feedback that they want longer episodes. So technically last month, in our eyes, it was 1 episode, but it was split into 3. So this month we're doing 2 episodes. This is going to be the first episode. The second episode is going to drop right after this one. And as you can tell, we're already 45 minutes in. This has been an awesome episode. A lot of good conversations in this one. So make sure you check out the conversation tomorrow, because that's going to be even juicier.
Stay tuned to What the Hell Part 2.
Part 2, like a real legit part 2.
Yeah, this is a legit part 2. The one thing I am gonna say is I will give you a sneak peek right now. I had to take a video, a clip of a video down from my channel. What the hell? We'll talk about it on part 2. Anything that you want to add to that?
you know what? I'm not gonna add anything to that. But there's some really cool things that are coming. Some really interesting stuff. I love doing these what the hell moments because we just kind of sit back, we just have a relaxed, nice conversation, and I think you guys really enjoy it too. So make sure you leave those comments down below and let us know what you guys think. We've been premiering a lot of the videos because we like to chat with you guys on YouTube while it's live. So if you're following us on YouTube, don't forget that you can find us on every single podcast platform except for Edible. And you can listen to us while you work. It's just continue the conversation wherever you are. Take it to a Telegram group, take it to the Facebook groups, take it to a family member or a friend, and just be like, hey, you know what I heard today? And then share it with them. That's the if you like what we do, that's the best thing. That's the best thing you can do for us. Donations and all that kind of good stuff, those are cool. But the best way to support us is by sharing us. And that's all we can ask for, right?
Sharing, subscribing, and thumbs up if possible. And leave us a comment. We love reading comments, guys.
Yeah.
Even if we don't reply back, we read them. So yeah. And with all that being said, you guys take care of each other.
And stay humble and be patient.
We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.